Thanks. All right, this is the second time that I've been first in a row, so that's a little awkward in itself. But so hi guys. So I have this pattern in my life where I have just a tendency to attract weird things said to me by children underneath the age of 10 or so, or under the age of 10. So it's a little strange. It happens a lot. Good example is I was teaching English in South Korea about 9 or 10 years ago, and I'm like in this classroom, there's a bunch of 9-year-olds, and I'm being a very good teacher, you know, doing everything right. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just teaching about nouns or something, and they're all looking so serious, and this boy just, in the middle of class, he just raises his hand. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's gonna say something awesome to me that's gonna be about how wonderful I am, and he's like, teacher, eyes blue like husky. And I'm like what do you do with that? So there was that. And then last year, I'm walking my dog down the street close to the North Museum, and I see this crowd of children, and I see my friend from high school who's a chaperone with her son in his class. So I'm like, oh hey, so I go over to say hi to her with my dog, and all the little kids are like, oh my gosh, your dog's so cute, and they're just like doing their thing, and I'm talking to my friend, and this little boy comes along, and he's like, are you a boy? And I'm like, what? So like, again, just like, this is my life, like these weird things are said to me. So anyway, moving ahead, I have been very fortunate to have the best neighbors that a girl could ask for. I live in the city, and my next door to my wall neighbors are this couple with these 4 adorable children that are like ages 3 through 10. They're wonderful. They love me. I love them. Like the parents are awesome also, but the kids love me. That's the best part. They come over to my house to get candy when their parents allow them to. Apparently they ask all the time to come, and they say no sometimes. So, but they come over and they pet my dog, and they hang out on my couch and ask if they can walk my dog, and I usually say no because it's scary because they're like 3 years old. But anyway, but the parents are awesome too. We just have like a really great exchange. I give them eggs. They come over and fix my water heater, you know, it's equal. So, but they're awesome, and I just truly love them, and there's nothing awkward about them at all. I promise, they're just wonderful. But last summer, it was like a warm August evening, and I was home alone, and as one does, I felt compelled to grill alone, just me. I wanted to grill alone. That's what you do. So I went out, fired up the grill. I got some chicken out of the fridge, and I'm in my backyard. Just like doing my thing, and the kids are in the backyard beside me, and they're doing their thing, which is like squealing and being adorable, and they're like with all their friends and stuff, and so like there's just like a buzz of activity through like the fence that's quite high, and the 6-year-old sees me grilling, and because he loves me, he comes running over to the fence. He like shimmies his way up, and he like peeks his head over the top of the fence, and he's like, hey, Laura, with his adorable high-pitched voice. And I'm like, hey. He's like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm just grilling. He's like, that's cool. And this whole time just like watching me. And so then he watches me for a while, and I just kind of smile at him over the fence. And then he jumps down and runs away. He's like, bye. So he runs away. I'm like, that was weird, but like also weirdly normal for them. And then about a minute later, the 9-year-old daughter comes along, and kind of just the exact same thing. She runs by me, and she sort of catches a glimpse of me through the slots in the fence, and she like runs over to the fence, and she shimmies her way up, and she peeks over the top, and she's like, hey, Laura. And I'm like, hey. And then she just like watches me. Like she just like watches my chicken in the grill, and she looks me in the eyes, and then like she looks at my tongs that I'm holding, and then she like looks back at the chicken, and then she just gets this big smile on her face, and she's like, chicken for one, and and that was it. She jumps off the fence, She runs away and leaves me alone to enjoy my chicken, me and my chicken just sitting there. So that's it.